Kia ora, team. Hey, world, I guess is what I could say. I'd like to invite or welcome everyone to the Young Enterprise Virtual Market for 2023. I'm coming you live and direct from my garage. It feels like a throwback almost to COVID times, but what we're really trying to do is just create a really relaxing home-based environment to introduce you to some amazing and incredible young people who are participating in the Lion Foundation Young Enterprise Scheme from all across Aotearoa, New Zealand. Tonight we have about 12 or so teams of young people who have created some incredible products and delivering some incredible services, and they're here to share a little bit about that with you. And so we've got a whole bunch of people that will look like they've joined online already, no doubt some family and friends, no doubt some staff and some just loved ones from all across Aotearoa, New Zealand. But team, my name is Ian. I'm going to be your host this evening. Now, this is by no means an infomercial of some sort. I really don't want to describe it like that, but more a platform for our young people to have their voices heard and an opportunity for them to share a little bit about the incredible things that they are doing. You're going to hear a little bit from me. There's going to be an opportunity for questions, but really the crutch of what we're doing tonight is giving the opportunity and giving the platform to our young people. I'm going to kick things off by introducing you to our very first group, a group of incredible young ladies from Westlake Girls High, so up on the North Shore. They're a team called Slick and Stick. So ladies, I'll bring you over to the screen. How are we feeling?
Good.
Nice. I know you've got the light on now, so it's getting a little bit dark, so you're looking great. I've heard these young ladies prepare before. They're going to do an incredible thing. I've got a product that I won't give too much away of, but we'll have a bit of a chat afterwards, ladies. We'll have a bit of a joke, have a bit of a laugh, how this product isn't right for me, but for a lot of the population around our country, it's something I'm sure they will look forward to grabbing. So, ladies from Slick and Stick, I'll hand the time over to you.
Thank you. Good evening. We are Slick and Stick. So many people use hairspray and gel to create these currently trending slick back hair looks on social media. Products that you use to create these looks can be extremely harsh on your hair, damaging it as they are filled with many chemicals. So we have created a slick back stick that allows Kiwis to achieve and participate in these trends or achieve a clean and tidy hairstyle using a natural product made with local ingredients.
Our target market for Slick and Stick is young girls and women in New Zealand. We as a team have chosen to support the New Zealand Women's Refuge. People will be buying our product because it helps stick back your flyaways, keeping your hair looking neat and tidy on the go 24/7. Most women in New Zealand suffer from frizzy hair due to our humidity, and therefore our product will help keep hair tidy.
Follow our Instagram at slickandstick23. The link to our website is in our bio where you can purchase our products. We ship nationwide, including rural addresses, so pick up a Slick and Stick today.
Nice. Congratulations, ladies. So I feel like I need to give you a big round of applause here for our first team kicking it off tonight. I know it's a little bit funny because no one else can hear you. You can't hear them clapping, but I'm sure they're like just roaring for you and celebrating all the incredible things from wherever they are across the country. Now, like I mentioned before, my head's always shaved. It's really short. So I don't have flyaways, but I know a lot of people who do. I know someone I work with quite closely who I'm sure is impacted by the humidity and has a lot of that stuff. Can you tell us a little bit of maybe, and I think I have an idea of why you come up with this product, but what was the genesis behind it? What was that moment in time you're like, we need to solve this problem?
Well, when we were thinking of ideas on what to create for the Yes Challenges and Young Enterprise, we were listing lots of ideas, and we definitely wanted to do something in the beauty and hair section. And we were looking on TikTok and lots of things at different products and to get ideas. And it was a really windy day, and me and Nat both have very curly hair, and we came into school with crazy hair, and we were looking and we saw someone using hairspray to get the very slick hair, and we went, we know what we have to create. We have to create a hair stick that helps to slick down our hair so we don't have that problem anymore.
Nice, perfect answer. You see our problem out there and let's create a solution. Can you tell me a little bit about like what goes into it? What some of the ingredients you use?
Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry.
Is that Wi-Fi?
Can you ladies hear me all good? Oh, I don't. We can't. I think we've lost
Oh, it's
something.
breaking up. We
I,
can't hear you.
oh, it's okay. I'm seeing some really cool comments coming through. Had a fantastic idea, amazing product. We've got a question there. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's around, does it make your hair oily or sticky? If we can get answered, that'd be great. If not, we might save you, ladies. We might park you up for a little bit, but we'll give you a big round of applause to everyone for being here this evening.
Thank you.
You sorry, we lost you there for a second.
The
Connection went a bit bad.
Can you hear me good now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Cool. I've got one question for you before you leave. I was going to let you go, but we've got one question for you. I guess maybe we'll do it two-pronged. So can you tell us what's in it, and does it make your hair oily or sticky?
So the ingredients is very simple. There is beeswax, coconut oil, and avocado oil. And it definitely does not make your hair sticky, as it's a wax, but it's definitely best used when you're at the end before you wash your hair, because it is putting a wax in your hair and oil, so you will have the product in your hair, but it definitely doesn't make your hair look oily and greasy at all.
Nice. And I think we've got a perfect kind of little comment that comes up there to answer that question from a customer's perspective as well, that they have one and doesn't make their hair oily but gives that perfect shine. So ladies, well done for being our very first team tonight. Everyone, wherever you're at home, we'll give a big round of applause to the ladies from Westlake Girls and Slick and Stick. Well done, ladies.
Thank you.
No worries. Cool. So sorry about the technical difficulties there, folk. Hopefully everyone can hear me at home, but we'll get through it, because that's the beauty of doing things live. And I guess for me, always making sure that our young people feel confident, particularly when putting themselves in a really vulnerable space. We've got another lady coming from the opposite end of the country, a young lady called Anthea from Cromwell College, talking about her business, Empower Her Mind. Now, I've had the privilege of seeing this lady in action and delivering her presentation and her pitch, and I can't wait to have her share it with you all. So, hi, Anthea, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Are we feeling good?
We're feeling great.
Nice, that's the perfect answer. I'll hand the time over to you so I don't steal any of the thunder and don't tell people too much about the incredible things that you're doing. And then we'll have some questions afterwards. So time over to you,
Sweet.
Anthea.
I'll present real quick. I think it should be going. Oh,
Cool, here we go. It's coming up right now.
okay, there we go. Sweet, we good?
Yep, we're good. Go for it.
Perfect. Only 24% of the total STEM workforce in New Zealand consists of women, and the Pacific region exhibits a similar pattern. Participation of women in STEM fields is critical, especially in the Pacific, where urgent solutions to global challenges like the climate crisis are needed. Kia ora, I'm Anthea, and I've created an ethnically diverse children's storybook that encourages young girls to pursue STEM careers. This is so that I can empower females and dismantle the gender barriers that hinder progress in STEM professions. STEM, what does it stand for? So it stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Here are a few sample pages from my book. For every 10 books sold in New Zealand, one will be donated to a school in my home country of Fiji. This initiative aims to bridge the educational gender gap in the Pacific Islands. I personally chose Fiji to donate to because I've experienced firsthand the closed-mindedness towards women going into STEM careers. My book's great for 6 to 12-year-old girls, so if you have these young women in your lives, check out my online store. My book is being promoted through Instagram, as this is the main social media platform that my target market uses. So make sure to give that a follow too. My online store is also in the bio as well. The price per book is $27.99, Plus, there's an additional shipping price of $9 through NZ Post, which includes delivering my book in a post bag anywhere in New Zealand. Empower Her Mind offers more than just a book. It presents a catalyst for change that equips young women with the knowledge and confidence to pursue their dreams in STEM. Thank you.
I'm back. Well done, Anthea. I was appearing and disappearing for a bit, and sorry we left you with a little bit of silence there, but
Yeah,
you've got
it's like,
fans.
what's going on?
It's okay. I'm looking in the comments as they're coming through, and you've got fans. There's a whole bunch of people that are just like, love it, Anthea. I'm here for Anthea. Their comment prior was, great social purpose. But we have a question here: did you do the illustrations yourself?
No. So my illustrations and like the actual story were written by two girls that are in my year group and my friends. So I commissioned them to do one for the illustrations and one for the storyline, just because as a sole trader, I knew that in the long run, there'd be a lot of work to do.
Nice. I think that's awesome. I think, a lot of people, it takes them a little bit longer in life to figure out where their strengths lie. And so for you to be able to identify that and be like, actually, I know some incredible people who can contribute to this, and collectively, we can bring something amazing to life. We've got a comment there, love the idea. The book looks great, which I can 100% agree with. It looks incredible. And I think what you're doing, Anthea, is just a great idea. And like you said, there's a connection in there for you, I think. Is that correct? There's a reason you started this up? Can you tell us a little bit about that connection?
So I plan to pursue STEM along with like multiple other majors actually, but I plan to pursue neuroscience in university next year. So I'm in my classes, like for chemistry, there's like quite a few girls as opposed to guys, but in like physics and calculus, which I don't take, but some of my friends do, there's like one or two girls. And like just growing up, I've always kind of seen the very obvious difference in how many girls and guys were in STEM classes. So I just thought, why not try and change it from like when kids are small and they understand and learn things better.
Nice. I love that, Anthea, and I think a lot of people, if they didn't before, they love you now, or they love you even more. You're going to be an incredible change maker. And just to point out again, people, below there is the website, as well as some details that we can actually purchase and get a hold of Anthea's book and the adventures of Anahita. And we've got one last comment there. Yes, girl, get it, which I think is the perfect way to wrap this up for the team. So well done, Anthea. We're grateful to have you on here tonight, and a big round of applause from everyone at home and from me to you. So congratulations.
Thank you.
See, talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Cool, team. So we're 2 down, and we have a bunch of more incredible young people to go. And I think you would have to agree with me that just listening to some of these young people share and talk about the why they're doing what they're doing, it makes you really think that you want to be like them when we all grow up, even though they're all younger than us. We're sticking in the South Island, and we've got a really different product now. We're heading up a little bit north of Cromwell, heading to Christchurch at Cashmere High School, where we have Seal Skincare. So we're going to bring the gentleman onto the screen, and I'll introduce a little bit about them, and then we'll let them take it away. How's it, lads? How are we feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. Thanks. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. Now we'll start with some weather chat. So how's the weather in Christchurch at the moment?
Well, pretty clear, to be honest. Bit chilly, but yeah, nothing
Bit chilly. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to hand the time over to you, gentlemen. Then we'll have some comments, some questions at the end of it, but feel free to take it away.
Sweet as. Kia ora, I'm Thompson.
And kia ora, I'm Matt, and we are the 2 founders of Seal Skincare. Our business all started when I was shaving before an event one day, and I managed to nick myself, get a cut that just would not stop bleeding. So after that, I ended up having to go to the event with a big old plaster on my face and frankly looked like a bit of an idiot. So I got thinking, surely there's a better alternative than this. And we did some research and there wasn't. So that's the inspiration behind our business, Seal Skincare.
So our product is an aftershave 3-in-1, and its main properties are that using sodium alginate, it has cut healing properties, which will help to fight bleeding when you cut yourself. Second is the use of tea tree oil, which has been proven to fight acne. And as always, like an aftershave, does the job, moisturizing the skin. All our ingredients are locally sourced and all natural. And we've got the slides up here. So it does the basic 5 jobs that every aftershave does. To get in touch with us, go to social media. We've got quite an active Instagram account. You can scan the QR code, which will be on the last slide, and flick us a message, get the details. And then for this one night, we're dropping our prices more than 10% from $22.50 down to $20 with free shipping on multiple orders. It's a great Father's Day gift, so get into it. It's pretty much what we've got.
Awesome, lads. I love the authenticity on it. It's like, so get into it. And I love the fact that you're 100% right. It is the perfect gift for Father's Day. We've got a comment there from Terry saying, I always love hearing the inspiration behind your product. And, you know, just how you almost stumble across it. You found this problem, you're having a shave, who knows what you're doing with your razor, but you nicked yourself bad enough to, you know, warrant having a massive plaster on there. But hey, you discovered a problem, you try to find a solution for it, nothing existed, so you craft your own. So I love that. And as a dad with 3 boys, they're not quite shaving age yet, but I was thinking about, you know, when they get to that point, when I learned to shave, I was pretty shocking. Nowadays, I don't really shave or clean shave that much, but you know, when I was at high school, when it's almost something you have to do, you know, it's a really, I guess, well, clearly something that you find hard sometimes, Matt, to shave. We've got a comment here from Alice saying that I love that it's guys doing a skincare brand. And I think what I loved about your second slide or your first slide about the 5 kind of key parts, and number 4 was saying that it smells great, which you know, as key, right? You know, we can think about all the other properties that come into it, but ensuring that it is something that actually smells great that you want to wear. So, Tomo, what about you, mate? Have you any shaving dramas as well, or was it just Matt here?
I actually only started shaving recently. I was a bit late to come in puberty, but for me, it's been been testing it for a month, and it's been working like a charm, eh?
You've always got to be your best product ambassador, and you've always got to talk it up like that too. So, gentlemen, well done. I'm sure Mr. Benassi is super proud of you all. And I hear you may have been on the radio yesterday, or
Yes,
you're
we
getting
were.
you're interviewed yesterday.
Big shout out to Plains FM for having us yesterday. That was awesome.
Nice. So well done, gents. Again, ladies and gents, look downstairs down at below the crew from Cashmere High School. If you're looking for a Father's Day present, you haven't quite planned, and you want something a little bit unique that you can't see every other dad using around the country, I think head to the boys at Seal Skincare, follow their Insta, get a hold of them, and get some orders in. And then remember that $20 tonight, saving $2.50 plus shipping on multiple orders. So well done, gentlemen. There we go. Cool. Round of applause.
Go on.
Thank you.
You guys, you two lads. Gentlemen, well done. Cool, team. So we're heading up the island, I think, a little bit more. And we've got a group of folk, I believe, from Sun Lola at Long Bay College. So we'll bring them to the screen. I can see them in the back end, and they're a little bit like, it's all happening now. It's all coming to light. So we've got a big team here. So, and I'm assuming, I don't think you're sitting in the order of the names on the screen. I'm just guessing that that's not Bianca at the back. No, but welcome, team. How are we all feeling?
Pretty good, mate. Thank you.
Nice. I do absolutely love the fact that you're seated in this perfect position where everyone's faces in frame. So clearly not an accident. But I will hand the time over to you all to tell us a little bit about Sun Lola. Then after that, I'm sure we'll have some questions that we can ask on behalf of our audience.
Yeah,
Cool. Thank you. We are Sun Lola, a Year 13 business group introducing our cream blush, where natural beauty meets skincare innovation. Our lightweight, water-resistant formula offers partial sun protection and a subtle organic glow.
Made for those who prefer lightweight makeup, or our vegan ingredients ensure a guilt-free choice with the reduction of harmful chemicals that are typically in makeup.
Currently, we provide a shade range consisting of peach, plum, and rose with a subtle vanilla scent. All our ingredients are sourced in New Zealand.
Break free from heavy makeup in the summer with our eco-friendly solution. Our cream blush provides a natural look, infusing each application with hydrating, anti-aging, and UV ray defying benefits. Embrace beauty without compromise and join our commitment to a greener future with reusable packaging that holds 13 grams of product.
For only $4.99, our product is available for purchase on our Instagram page, which can be seen in the presentation. We are Sons of Lola.
You can glow and go.
Nice. Well done, team. I think there were like two kind of, I guess, lines that you dropped in there, which I love, the go and glow, and then beauty without compromise, I thought was on, and a really great way to kind of summarize it. Now, I'm not someone who wears blush. So for the uninitiated, can you tell us a little bit about what blush is and why you use it?
So our blush can be used on your eyelids, your cheeks, and your lips. And it's very moisturizing, but it just adds a pop of color for when you don't want to wear some heavy makeup. And yeah, so it's very plumping as well. Nice.
We've got comments on like, it's a bargain, so maybe you're underselling yourself, maybe put the price up, who knows? But people are loving the colors as well. We just got this, you got some love out there too. You're getting people just loving Sun Lola and all that great stuff. Now, can you tell us, I know I've asked this question to a few of the groups before, what was the kind of the genesis of this idea? Like what brought it to life? What were you seeing one day? You're like, that's not the thing I want to create something new.
Well, a few of us are regular makeup wearers, and we found that a lot of the makeup that we wore had very harmful chemicals in it, and it wasn't the best for your skin. And then we thought about how when you go to the beach, you don't typically want to wear a lot of makeup, but some people do choose to still wear makeup. So we thought if we found a way where you could still wear makeup at the beach and it wouldn't come off, then that would be the issue that we were solving.
Perfect. And I think it almost segues really nicely into a question we have down there. You're talking about the beach, we're talking about the sun. So why the name? Where did Sun Lola come from?
Someone else?
It was just kind of a unique name that we thought of. A lot of the like sun blush makeup names have been taken. So to do with the sun and Lola, it just sounded like a
cute name.
Upbeat, nice, cute name for the group.
Nice.
Rolls off the tongue.
It does. It rolls off the tongue really nicely, and so it's one of those things that it can, no doubt, for someone once they hear it, once they know what the product is, it can kind of resonate and make a connection for all those great things. We've got some other really cool comments that are coming through, talking about all the uses in one product. It will be great for travel and all that great stuff as well. And again, just reiterating that people are like, it's so cheap. So you've got a lot of fans on here, Sun Lola, which I'm always really stoked to see for our young people. Ladies and gents, down there is the details. I'm going to get all the Sun Lola crew. Can you guys point down with me as well? So everyone can just point down. There's the Insta page. There's the app right down there. There's the email. So if you're looking for some blush, we're getting close to summer. If you're not a person who wears a lot of makeup to the beach, but you want something, like the team said, hit up Sun Lola, follow those links and get a hold of some. But team, well done. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Hopefully, I'm always fingers crossed that we can attract a new audience for you from different parts of the country and hopefully get some sales coming through for you as well. But from me at home and for everyone around the country, big round of applause to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, no, we really appreciate you guys all taking up the opportunity. So really proud of you. Well done, team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet, team. So now we've got a team coming up. We're coming all the way, heading across the island, out to the East Coast. We're heading to the Hawke's Bay. We've got Havelock North High School. Now, I am going to, it's Zixy. I'm going to say it's called Zixi. Lucy's going to come on and correct me. Can we say Zixi, Lucy?
Yeah, it's Zexi.
Yes. Nice. I had that in my mind. I was like, this is how I'd say it. Is that what other people would say? Is this what Lucy means by it? So team from around the country, this is Lucy. She's amazing. Lucy, I'm going to hand the time over to you to tell us or show us what Zixi is.
Okay, sweet. We don't need the presentation right now, not yet.
Sweet.
All right. Hey, my name is Lucy. I'm the CEO of Zeximix. So one day I was just kind of doing, the trip to the fridge, look in the fridge, go back to my room, come back to the fridge. Oh my gosh, there's nothing changed, whatever. And I picked up a flavored water and I was looking at the ingredients and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't pronounce any of these. So then I did a bit of research and found they contain chemical thickening agents, stabilizing agents, artificial colors, flavors, artificial sweeteners, and they're all far from healthy. So I came up with the idea to make a natural alternative, and that is where my little jar came in. So it is a jar filled with dehydrated fruit, and you pour your drink of choice into the jar and leave it in the fridge for 48 hours, and it will infuse with all of the flavors in there. Our drink mixes are an alternative to things such as water drops. They are 100% natural, vegan, and organic, as well as being sustainable. Our jars are recyclable, and garnish packaging is biodegradable. And we also do another, so I found I was always dehydrating too much fruit, and it was too much to put in the jars. So I started making garnishes. So a bag of garnishes you get, and you can put them on your drinks or on cakes or anything that you'd like to add a bit of colour to. If you pop the slideshow up now, yeah, there we go. So here's a photos. These are some of our drink mixes. So this one I've got here is blood orange flavour. And then over on the right of the screen, that is tropical. And then if you see in the middle down the bottom, those are our garnish bags. And then if you would like to contact us or buy some of our products, we've got our Instagram. On our Instagram, I've got a Storby website, which is new, just up and running. And then our business cards with our Instagram and our phone number on there.
Nice. Well done, Lucy. Big round of applause from all of us to you. I think they look absolutely stunning. I remember the first time I saw them, they look really, really cool. And there's been a few comments coming through as well around it will just be great to have as almost an ornament as well on a kitchen top as well.
Actually, it's really funny. One of the people who bought it last year, her son's in my business class, and he was telling me the other day, my mum's kept your 3 drink mixes in a case in the kitchen for the last year.
Nice. I love that too. And I think you don't even want to know what I'm drinking right now. It's non-alcoholic, I promise you that. But when you were talking, I was like, what is actually in this that I'm drinking? Because I haven't really checked. I just it tastes good, right? And that's about it. We've got Lambrini there saying that she loved the start of your pitch. We've got a few questions that have come through, and particularly a really good comment there, be so good on a sunny day.
Yes.
And I'm speaking on behalf of, we're working with high school students, and it's all just like tonic water or soda water in there, right? Nothing alcoholic, I'm sure.
No.
But if someone was to choose and do something else, they could do what they want to do. We've got a question here. Yeah, hard out.
Really user-friendly.
Yeah, really user-friendly. We've got a question here of where do you source your fruit from? Now, I've got an inkling that you're based in the Hawke's Bay, so there's a lot of fruit around, but could you tell us where you source?
I've got an orchard on my property.
Of course you do.
Yeah. My apples come from my orchard, and then we try and source a lot of our products locally, especially after the cyclone. I was like, right, we're buying a lot of fruit. These are the people that have been affected. So we tried to source mostly from the farmers market, actually.
Nice.
Obviously in the tropical drink mix, we've got some dragon fruit. We can't get that locally, but if we could, we would.
Nice. Got a question here, can it be used for hot drinks?
Yeah. So that'll actually make it infuse a lot faster.
Nice.
So you can use that pretty much straight away.
And I'm not sure if you saw, we had a comment before. Someone was saying, I'm just enjoying some of your product right now in a drink. So that whole inception thing, right? They're drinking it while they're listening to you talk about it. I've got a question about, because it took me a while to figure out Zixi, where'd the name come from?
So I started the business pretty fast. I had a week before the farmers market. I left my old business group because I was doing all the work, and I was like, see you, bye. And then my friend had just come to my school, and her name's Zoe. So we used the start letter of her name, the middle 2 letters of Mix, and the last letter of my name, and rolled with it. We were like, yeah.
Zixi. It does kind of flow off the tongue, but I love how things just kind of come together like that. You're
Yeah.
sometimes you're in a pickle, you're like really short with time. You're like, cool, we need something. What's going to work? It works and it sticks. So incredible. So I absolutely love that. I'm also going to point out the fact that within your pitch you talked about having that trip to the fridge. But who takes a trip to the fridge?
No, I like take multiple. I'll be like, look, and then 10 minutes later I'll go back and come back, and 10 minutes
And then
later
nothing's changed.
nothing's changed. Yeah.
So I love how you're doing something about that, and you recognize that there's something that I can contribute, that I can create, that looks beautiful, tastes amazing, and clearly people are wanting it because you've got a lot of fans on here as well. So Lucy, well done again. People down at the bottom of the page, we've got at Zeximix on Instagram if you want to find out more about Zixi and all the incredible things they are doing, and also particularly just to get your hands on some. And I'm sure Lucy will be able to ship it all across the country if someone's asking from a different part outside of
yeah.
the Hawke's Bay.
Yeah,
She'll make it
that's
happen.
on our page. I'll make it happen. Don't worry.
Nice. I love that attitude too. So Lucy, well done. Again, thank you for being with us tonight, and big round of applause from us to you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Sweet team. Now, we've got another kind of, maybe it's an acronym. The next group we have is from Ngā Tawa Diocesan. So we're up towards the Manawatu now. It's Typhi. Now, I'm going to say Typhi or Typh, but I'm sure Judy's going to tell me exactly that I've got it wrong, and she's going to correct me. So, Judy, how do you say your business name?
Typh.
Typh. Oh, I nailed it the first time.
Like life, but Typh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you make it sound so easy. Like like life. I'm like, oh yeah. So
Life,
Judy,
Typh.
I'm gonna hand the time over to you. You're gonna absolutely blow us away, and we're gonna have heaps of questions for you after. Okay?
Great.
Sound like a plan?
Yes.
Cool. Over to you.
Thank you. Right. So, did you know that we waste around 159 grams of plastic per day, and there's only an estimated around 28% that gets recycled, and the rest is found in landfill? Well, kia ora. My name is Judy Liu, and I'm the CEO of Typh, Tomorrow's Life. In a world where environmental concerns are at an all-time high, I've got a $20 hack for you. Cutlery on the Go offers a refreshing alternative to disposable plastic utensils made from 100% natural bamboo. The set includes a spoon, a knife, a fork, chopsticks, straw, and straw cleaner. Cutlery on the Go is not just eco-friendly, it's convenient. It's a statement of your commitment to the better future. And here's why you should choose Cutlery on the Go. First things first, it's eco-friendly. Say goodbye to single-use utensils. Cutlery on the Go is personal and a reusable alternative. Secondly, it's portable and convenient, big, compact, and lightweight. Cutlery on the Go is perfect for picnics, camping trips, traveling, and on-the-go dining. Third, it's easy to clean, and maintaining it makes it less of a hassle for busy lifestyles like students. And most importantly, by choosing Typh, you're making a positive impact on tomorrow's life. This convenient set comes in 3 colors, black, cream, and green, and it's a perfect way to reduce your global footprint. Now, what are you waiting for? Help save the earth with Cutlery on the Go. All my details are shown on this next slide, and yeah, what are you waiting for?
Nice. I love that. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Just do it. Do it. Like, I'm sold. I'm listening to you like, I'm keen. Yes, and the finish, strong finish with the thumbs up. We love that. So, Judy, I'm really proud of you. I think that's a really incredible thing. And I'm a person who is on the road a bit, and I do find myself often in a pickle where I've got no cutlery, and I'm either using my hands or I'm trying to like scrounge through Countdown to buy a packet of like plastic stuff because you can't just buy one. I know. I'm a terrible human being. So I'm really proud of what you're doing. And I think I'm sold. And I'm sure a lot of people around the country are like, that is cool. And like the comment that was up there, I love the packaging. It's one of those things that I think we love convenience. We love stuff that works. But if it looks good, even better. We've got there, yeah, Judy, such good points, go Typh. And I love that, tomorrow's life. I get it now. And I will never mispronounce Typhi again and how you put it there. So now I'm thinking that there is clearly something you've experienced, seen, or whatever that's, I guess, got you to this point? And this question down here actually like summarizes it really well. So what's the inspiration for Typhi? What got you to where you are? What got you thinking about this idea?
Well, I think mainly it was the inspiration that, like, first things first, I am a sports girl, so I'm always out, competing and stuff. And also, I love going to the beach. And just at the beach, there's just so much rubbish out and about. And especially when you're out, like, competing and stuff, they always give you those pre-packed lunches with just that plastic utensils, and, like, they all go to the same bin. And, like, what I said at the start is that only 28% go to recycling bins. So what over that, like 72%, where does that go? It just goes into the landfill, destroys marine life. So I wanted to make a change with that. And then also another great thing about this was that throughout COVID, I didn't like the germs of, like, people coughing on their hands and then picking up cutlery from, like, a box. So I was like, why not just have your own set, just for your own health and safety?
Nice. I love the little flex in there too. Like, I'm into sports and I'm real busy. And I'm always on the go, so like, just checking it out. I believe you. I think a lot of teenagers are so busy. We've got a question down here. So it's a great idea. So what sets you apart from other companies?
Well, the main thing has to be the price. I'm going for $20, and other companies are going for like $36 for the same similar product. And another thing is that I'm a student. Compared to them, they've got so much funding behind them. They've got so many chances, whereas I'm a student trying to balance studying, preparing to go to uni, having horses, riding, I don't know, doing so much. So it's just a really hard, difference between a multi-billionaire company and a student that's balancing everything out.
Nice. Pulling on the heartstrings is like, you could support that, or you could support a student like me who's trying to do good for the world and also bringing it in a really affordable way. So, Judy, well done. Love it. Sign me up, which means you got to send me an email so I can get some and all that good stuff. And hopefully there's more people on here as well who are going to do exactly the same thing. Again, ladies and gents, we've got Typhi NZ down below on Insta. There's the email to get in touch with Judy directly, and we've seen the amazing products, how cool they look, and we also can appreciate how functional they are. So, Judy, well done. Thank you for being here tonight, and hopefully we can, send some people your way to learn a little bit more about Typhi and tomorrow's life and get some of that ongoing reusable cutlery. So, well done.
Yep. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? It's a thumbs up,
Thank
right?
you.
Awesome. Thank you, Judy. We'll talk to you later. Cool, team. So we're going from the Manawatu. We're heading a little bit south. We're going to head our way to Wellington East Girls College down in Wellington. And I think we're going to be speaking to Piata from Gecko Grip. So, kia ora, Piata. How are you?
Hi. Good. I'm good.
Feeling great? Feeling excited?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, I know what you're doing, but I won't say too much about it. So I don't want to take the thunder, and also I don't want to say anything you're going to say. So, Piata, I'll hand the time straight to you right now. If you can talk to us about Gecko Grips, the impact you're making, and I guess also what's different about what you're doing.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Are you tired of slipping and sliding like Tom Cruise in Risky Business? Well, it's time to kick those slippery socks to the curb and get a grip with Gecko Grips. At Gecko Grips, it is our mission to provide the versatility that the grip sock market lacks. This is because athletes in a range of sports are finding it really hard to find a pair of grip socks that actually comply with their school uniform. So, at Gecko Grips, we've come up with this pretty innovative idea to create iron-on grips for socks. So our iron-on grips come like this. They come in this little envelope, and you get a handy little instruction sheet with a QR code to a YouTube video as well. So all you need to do is iron them onto any pair of socks, peel them off, and you're good to go. They kind of look like this when they're all done. And another really cool thing about our business is that our packaging is multi-purpose. So when you get our envelope, it comes like this. If you pop open this little flip here and fold in this bit, you can actually use it as the insert for your socks when you're ironing them on. So currently we have a few deals on our website. We have a 5-pack for $50, a 2-pack for $22, and a single pair for $12. So definitely go check that out. And you can follow us on Gecko Grip at Gecko Grips NZ. Awesome. Thank you.
Nice. Awesome, Piata. I love the idea. Now, the reason I love it is because I think for a lot of parents out there who might be watching, we see our kids who get grip socks when they go to like jump or those places, and you're like, I want some adult size ones, but you can't get them sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or the ones you get are always branded, and I always wear the same type of socks. I want grip socks like that. This allows me that opportunity to do that. Plus, and maybe it's because I'm getting old, but I've heard so much about how young teenagers are into these things.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
those playing sports and all that good stuff. And like you mentioned, the fact that the current grip socks just don't comply with school uniforms.
Yeah.
And so you've got first 15 players, you've got netball players, basketball players who want to wear these because they help with their performance, but they can't. Or
Yeah.
they're resulting to cutting the top off their current socks and putting these on the I guess grip socks on the bottom. So pretty hodgepodge job. So Piotr, I'm going to ask you a question that I've asked a few people before, and I think there's a pretty simple answer, but I'll get you to share it with us. Is clearly you were seeing something, or you had an experience, or someone team had an experience that you thought we want to do something about this. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So our CFO Liv, she's a very good footballer. And she was just constantly complaining about the blisters she would get from wearing 2 layers of socks. So what she would do is she'd wear a pair of grip socks underneath and her football socks on top, but she'd cut off like the foot part of the sock. And she'd just finish games with blisters and blisters from so many layers of socks. So we saw this as like a huge issue. After a bit of validation, we found that it wasn't only Liv, it was kind of everyone. So yeah, Gecko Grips was kind of born from that.
Nice. And I remember the first time I heard about your packaging.
Yeah.
And just how good that is. And so for folk Piotr told us about it, but essentially you put your sock over it, it stretches it out, it makes it super easy to iron the grips on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you get amazing result. It makes life easy. And I think we all love convenience. So the fact that you're making life for me easier already, I really appreciate, because I know I would struggle trying to iron something on if I didn't know how to do it. Plus, well, from what I can remember, even better, right? And it doesn't matter what size socks I have.
Exactly.
Because, and I think you said to me last time that there's always probably some spare little dots and grippies on there. So if you've got big feet, you're good to go. If you've got not so big feet, you're also in a really good space. So team, really appreciate you joining us tonight. I think you've got a really cool product. For everyone watching, down there we've got geckogrips.mystorby.com and there's Instagram at geckogripsnz. Get yourself along. Get your young people to check it out, because if you don't want them for anything, if you don't want them cutting up their school socks, which cost a lot of money, here's an opportunity to kind of put it all into one, and they get the result they want, but it still looks good. And you've got colors, Piotr? You've got one color at the moment?
Just black at the moment, but I think we're going to come out with some whites later, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And we've got a comment here, just love how you can use with your own socks. So we'll get Lisa, an awesome idea, very cute. So loving that team, but awesome work, Piotr. Thank you for your time this evening. And parents and not parents out there, get some of these, save some money so your kids don't cut up their socks and all that great stuff. So that was Piotr from Gecko Grips at Wellington East Girls College. We're going to be heading down to the South Island, quite far down the South Island, down towards Wanaka now, where we've got Drive Protect from Mount Aspiring College. So we'll bring the team on up.
Hey.
Hey, Lily, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, I don't want to have weather chat, but I kind of am interested. Is there a lot of snow on the mountain down there?
Not a whole heap. There could be more.
There could be more. Oh. Well, I'm in Hamilton, and there's definitely nothing up here, just a bunch of fog. But, Lily, I know some of the name kind of gives it away for our audience, or gives them a little insight on what your product could be around, but I'll hand the time over to you to tell us a lot more about Drive Protect.
Awesome, thank you. So our passion is to provide information for young drivers around New Zealand to make them feel confident and safe in their journeys. Kia ora everyone, I'm Lily, CEO of Drive Protect. We have created a driving kit that's aimed at beginner or inexperienced drivers. This is a small kit that fits in the glove box or the side door pocket of your car. Our kit includes a wee booklet with information that everything relates to your car on how to do things. We also have an ice scraper, a tire tread checker, and like an auto emergency tool which you can use to cut your seatbelt or break your window. Our kit is easy to store until you need it and can be used many times. To purchase our kit, you can head to our website, driveprotect.shop, or find the link in our Instagram bio at drive.protect. Our product costs $25 and we can ship to anywhere in New Zealand for just $7.50. Feel safe and confident on the road. Purchase a Drive Protect kit today. Thank you.
Nice. Well done, Lily. Thank you for that. I often think that my oldest son is 12. He's not, he kind of is, he gets in the car a little bit, but isn't driving on the roads, I promise. But knowing that, there's an opportunity for him to have something to, I guess, help him be a little bit more wiser on the road, and knowing that he's got things that can help him should he kind of find himself in a less than fortunate situation. And I'm sure there's a lot of young people who would appreciate this, but also a lot of parents who would appreciate their young people having this. And now I'm thinking that as a young person, and I'm banking that you drive. Otherwise, it'll be a bit of a weird product for you. But that I'm not saying that you've come into a situation where you've needed products like this, but you've been aware of other people or situations where your product would help solve the troubles they're in.
Yeah. Definitely just like even everyday stuff, especially like the ice scraper for the windows, constantly getting frost and freezing windows in Wanaka and Queenstown area. Even just that's a real handy thing to have in your car.
Nice. And I think it's a definitely an upgrade from using your credit card or an FPOS card to try and do that and wreck that. We've got a question here. First is awesome. Have you reached out to SAD or Students Against Dangerous Driving to kind of share your idea with them?
Yes, we have. So I've been in contact with Mark at SAD.
Nice.
He's kind of been coming along on the journey with us pretty much right from the beginning, from the idea. He was kind of there, had a wee chat to him about it when we were first starting it. And they've been real helpful, kind of giving us some good hints and tips on what to add into our kit, information to add. And they're helping with advertisement and promotion. So that's real helpful.
Nice. Awesome. And I think it's really great that these opportunities like this are coming and being built by young people like yourselves, as opposed to people like me saying, you should do this or you should think about this. So we've got a question here, like, love the idea, but what makes you different from a business like AA?
So that was definitely something that we had a good, hard, long think about when we were starting our business. So we think that like AA road assistance is obviously real handy. Like if you get a flat tire, you can call them, they can come fix your tire, and all sorts like that. But we also found that like if you're out of service, which obviously in New Zealand there's not full coverage, so we can be able to provide our booklet with information on how to do basic things step by step, like change a tire, put chains on, change your oil, check your oil, just things like that. And it kind of teaches kids to be independent and be able to like be confident that they can do it themselves instead of having to ask for help every time they encounter a wee problem.
Nice. I think I really like that answer because it covers quite a few things, creating some independence, creating some autonomy. I also started thinking about, when we have folk who are either visitors to our country or like me from the North Island coming down and never put on chains ever.
Yeah.
And things like that. It's like, something handy to have that as a ready to go, particularly like you said, when you're in a lot of the spots around Aotearoa where there is little or limited coverage, always having something handy to make sure that you feel at ease going into different driving conditions. So thank you for that, Lily. For our team out there, just below there, we've got drive.protect and on Instagram and drive protect on Facebook. Just really grateful for the work you're doing. And I guess I'm sure the crew at Mount Aspiring College are super proud of the efforts that you're doing as well, Lily and team. So big round of applause from us to you, and keep up the amazing work.
Awesome. Thank you.
All good, Lily. Thank you. Sweet team. So we are heading now, you're testing my geography, but we're heading right up the North Island, somewhere that does get cold, but not a lot of snow like Wanaka, but we're heading to Tokoroa now. So we're almost going to Central or North Island almost, and we're going to meet Rotendo from Rotendo's Books. Now, Rotendo, I think we've got you on mute, so I'll get you to unmute yourself and say hello to all us all.
Hello.
How are you, Rotendo?
I'm good. How
Nice.
are you?
I'm good, thank you. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
Nice. No, it's okay to be nervous. I know 100% as a customer of yours what you're doing, but can you tell the world and everyone who's watching or who will watch this in the future about Rotendo's book. So I'll hand the time over to you and then look forward to listening.
Thank you. Do you have an 8 to 14-year-old child, grandchild, niece or nephew looking for a useful gift? Then look no further. Rotendo's books will be best for you. Kia ora and makadi. I'm Rotendo Shadaya, author and founder of Rotendo's books. I will be selling Rachel in the Enchanted Forest and Rachel in the Chevigny Pirates. They are both sequels. They are priced at just $15 and $20 plus postage. I sell nationwide and international. Once you purchase a book, you will receive a free bookmark with my quote written on it. With my writing, I hope to inspire other rangatahi to break barriers and pursue their dreams. If you're interested to purchase, make sure you send a DM on Facebook, Instagram, to make an order, or check out these retail stores. Once you're finished reading, make sure you leave a review on Google or Goodreads. Don't forget to follow Rotendo's books on Instagram and Facebook. Kia ora.
Sweet, awesome, Rotendo. I'm always blown away whenever I hear from you. So can you tell us now, as a young lady who's published 2 books, can you tell us how old you are? Because I know how old you are, but I think that'll blow a lot of people away as well.
So I am 15 years old.
And how old were you when you published your first book?
12. I was 12
See.
when I published it.
See, now I find that's like absolutely crazy because when I was 12, I was going to school and eating my lunch, playing some basketball, but I wasn't thinking about writing and publishing a book. We've got a comment there from Grace that it's a great idea getting reviews. And we've got comments coming just how, can you tell us a little bit about what the books are about? And yeah.
Okay. So for the first book, it's about this girl named Rachel. She has this horse and she likes horse riding. So like her sister goes and gets lost and she has to look for her with this horse. And they end up going on this forest and they end up meeting these 5 owls and she ends up becoming friends with them and learning a bit about her grandma being a part of it. And then that is the plot of the first one. And meanwhile, with the second book, we learn about Rachel getting along with the pirates, and they're going on a mission to find these missing jewels from this like princess and stuff. So they're both sequeling each other, and that's it.
Nice, awesome. We've got a question there from Aria saying, "This is amazing. How long did it take to write and publish?"
So for the first one, I wrote it a few days for my friend's birthday present. So I was thinking, I came up with the idea around June and May. So I was like, oh, she likes reading and writing. So I was like, why don't I write a book? So it took me 3 to 2 months and I got it 2 days done after my birthday. So it took 2 months. And for the second book, I started writing in January 2021, which took about 6 to 7 months to get it done. So it doesn't, but like if it goes to the whole process for the second book, it took me a long time. I mean, the first book, because my parents, it took a bit of convincing for my parents to like believe my idea, but it worked. And then the second one went a bit more smoothly.
Cool. Now, I've heard a rumor that you may have been inspired, or that character Rachel may have been inspired by someone. And we've got a question on here that what's the inspiration for your stories?
So when I was thinking about the first book, it was based on my friend. I just wanted to write something. I didn't know what she liked reading, but I just know she liked reading and writing because they had this club where they would write stories and share them. So for the first book, I just took TV inspiration from Free Rein, which is a horse riding show. And I don't remember this elf show, but I remember there was elves, and I was like, oh, why don't I make a character based on that? And then my mom's name is Rachel. I don't know why I came up with that name. I was like, oh, I couldn't find any good name to come up with Rachel. So other than Rachel, so I went for Rachel. And for the second day, I found this like reference for my first book. So I was like, why don't I make it based on that? So that's how it came up with.
Nice. I'm sure your mum thinks Rachel's an amazing name. Nice. And hey, do you know offhand how many books you've sold so far?
I've sold about 300 for the first book and nearly 150 for the second.
Nice. Just casually, of 12 and 15, I've published 2 books, sold a couple hundred. I've got a young person. I've got a few young men in my life in terms of my sons. One of them's read your book. The second one, he absolutely loved it. So we've got a raving fan there. He's somewhere in the house, but I won't grab him. But he really appreciates your hard work. So team, down the bottom there, we've got the website of Rotendo's Shadea's book.wixsite.com. Instagram, we've got at Rotendo's Books. Facebook, we've got Rotendo's Books. Jump on there, have a look. We've got an incredibly inspiring young lady who's published 2 books, who's in year 11, who's only 15 years old, and I'm sure he has an incredibly bright future ahead. So Rotendo, from us to you, really appreciate your time, really appreciate you being on here, and well done for being amazing.
Thank you.
Well, good. We'll see you later. Cool, team. We're going to head back to a different part of the country now. We've got a few young ladies in the back who I think are looking a little bit, well, they're prepping again, getting themselves ready to jump on here. We've got the crew called A Bloom from, it's Millie there. We've got from down in the deep south. Millie, do you want to say hi to everyone, tell us where you're from, and then I'll hand the time over to you.
Hi, I'm from Wanaka, just like Lily. We both go to Manasquire College, and I'm here to talk about A Bloom cards. So, A Bloom empowers people to embrace sustainable consumption practices while promoting social equity. Did you know an estimated 7 billion greeting cards are purchased every year, with the vast majority of them going into landfill? We'll look no further with A Bloom. Kia ora, my name's Millie and I am A Bloom's sales manager. We produce a range of plantable, handcrafted greeting cards. Our cards are made from wildflower seed paper, which we source from a social enterprise based in Whangarei, who employs people with intellectual disabilities, providing them with independence and income-generating opportunities. The front of our cards display a beautiful image of wildflowers, and the inside of the card is blank, meaning it's perfect for any occasions. Our whole product is 100% New Zealand made, even our compostable envelopes. A Bloom's cards are available on our website, where they retail for $10 each, with shipping options starting from $3.50. Are you ready to start lifting people's spirits? Head over to our website to purchase an A Bloom card. Thank you.
Nice. Well done, Millie. You've done a great job. I'm sure you were nervous kind of coming into that and like, what was it going to be like? And I love the setup you have, like the fact that we can see one of your amazing cards right in front of us and it looks incredible. We've had some really cool comments coming through, just how much people love what you're doing and just like how do we get our hands on those. And so people, how to get your hands on them is down below there. So we've got the Storby website. We've also got at A Bloom cards on Instagram. Now, I think I really love the fact that, you know, you've got a business now that stretches the entirety of New Zealand. You're down in Wanaka and you've got folk that are kind of helping as part of the supply chain all the way up in Whangarei. We've got a comment there from Alex, which is like, OMG, I love these. We've got a question there saying, what seeds are in the cards?
So it's a massive mix of seeds, but to list a few is cosmos, baby's breath, the Mexican sunflower. There's a few like poppy things in there, but there's a big mix. There's about, I think, 20 different seeds in it.
Nice. And I've got a question. Love it. Is it $10 for one card or one pack?
Yes, it's $10 for one card. We are slightly more of a high-end product.
That's a super cool product. And like for me as a user or a recipient, perhaps, so I've used the card and all that good stuff. How do I go about using it for its second life or the second part of it? Do I just chuck
So
it in
there's a small
the dirt?
blurb on the
Oh, yeah.
back, and basically you can chop up the cards. So you could have like one card, or you can plant it in many different spots. You just dip the card in paper and then bury it under 2 to 3 centimeters of soil. We recommend planting it spring to summer. Autumn's fine as well. If you're doing outdoors and indoors, anytime is fine. And then just water it when it's dry and watch them grow.
Nice. I love that. Did you just wake up one day and be like, you know what? We're going to do these cards? Or was there some experience or you'd seen something or something like that that kind of inspired you in the team?
We knew we wanted to do something to like environmental, and when our CEO came up with the idea, we really liked it that it gave a meaningful product, something, you know, when you get a card, you often read it and then forget about it. Whether with this, you can plant it, and whenever you look at those flowers, you'll remember the card or the occasion that you got it for.
Nice. I think that's beautiful. And I've got one last comment here that talks around how like $10 is still a great price. You know, the fact that you can go to a lot of places when $8 for a card at the warehouse, so $10 is an incredible price for something that creates more memories than just that one-off well done or congratulations. There's something I can hold on to for a lifetime. And we've got a final comment there, just stunning cards. And we've got one comment that's going to come up there that says it's the gift that keeps on giving, which is
That's
the
my
perfect
mom.
way. Is it your mum? Oh, say hi, mum. You can say hi, mum. You have to now. I've kind of bullied you into saying hi, mum now.
Hi, Mum.
There we go. Nice. And perfect way to kind of summarize and wrap it up. So the gift that keeps on giving. So thank you, Millie. Thank you, the team
Thank
from A
you.
Bloom, and thank you, Mount Aspiring College. So enjoy your night, Millie, and hopefully we'll get a few more folk who reach out to you on those details below on the website and on the Instagram to kind of reach out and get their hands on some amazing A Bloom cards. So well done.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries. We'll see you later. Cool team. We're heading back to the North Island. We're just jumping all around. We're finding ourselves over in the Taranaki region from New Plymouth Girls High. We have Trayanne from Ako Tamariki. So how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are we feeling good?
Yes, born ready.
Nice. So I'm going to hand the time over to you to tell us a little bit about Ako Tamariki and
Yes,
the
of
cool.
course.
Well, I won't say too much because I'll start giving it away. So over to you.
Did you know that roughly 7.9% of Kiwis can fluently speak Te Reo Maori? Are you a part of that 92.1%? There was a lack of resources to teach Te Reo when we were young, and so we wish to be able to educate the kids of today so that Te Reo stays alive for years to come. Our solution? Ako Tamariki, a 100-page all-in-one activity book full of original illustrations and exciting activities designed to make learning a language fun and accessible to all. Kia ora, I'm Trianne, the CFO of Ako Tamariki. We're a group of 4 people from New Plymouth Girls High. Our mission is to teach the next generation of young children the basics of Te Reo, while also immersing them in the powerful culture of our nation. This book includes resources such as learning simple phrases, vowels, colors, numbers, making a pepeha, and so much more. We also have certain pages dedicated to the Matariki and Maori stories. Go on and support us on our Instagram page and Facebook to receive updates and exciting news about our business's journey. Stay tuned for our upcoming website, but for now, if you'd like to order this special book, contact us through our social media by clicking the link in our bio or reaching us out via email. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you for that. First thing, I was like, 100 pages is intense, which is super cool. Because oftentimes you get activity books, and I've got 3 boys, and they're like 20 pages, and they motor through them really quick. So I think 100 pages, you're onto something there. Plus, the opportunity that it gives to teach our young people something of our beautiful country, as opposed to just heaps of random knowledge that sometimes they get in activity books. So really cool. Thank you for that. So, we've heard kind of the inspiration behind the idea. I'd like to know. Well, actually, tell us how much are they? How much is it to purchase one of your books?
It's at a low price of $29.99.
Nice, beautiful. We've got comments coming up how the books look great, and a question there: what's the ideal age for our tamariki when they use this book? So, what's the age group you're working with?
So we've targeted this age for primary school students along New Zealand, and they're all really simple and fun activities to do, like learning new colors, seasons, and here's the Matariki page where you can learn about cultures. And yeah, we also have flashcards and a pocket for the flashcards over here.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
We've got a question there around, I guess, we've got a bunch of, with compulsory Te Reo Māori in our schooling system. So does your book complement a lot of that learning?
Yes, of course we do. We have a huge range of faces, parts of the face in Te Reo Māori, seasons again, feelings.
Nice.
And yeah.
Cool. Now, awesome, Trayanne. We've got one question up there of around there's some incredible artwork in there, which is pretty cool. And so you guys are, you go for it.
Okay. We've used Canva and Procreate to design the beautiful original illustrations. We have 2 people from our team, Karis Lewis and Kalissa Giddy, who designed this amazing book. And we've mostly used Canva to design all of this as well.
Nice. And we've got one last question coming up around the cost for postage. So it's always, when you get someone who's asking about how much it costs to send to them, it's always a good place to be, because it means they want to buy it So how much
Yeah.
is it to send to different parts of the country?
So for our first batch was a books of number of 65 books for our first batch, and each book costed $16.50 to make.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it pretty easy to send to different parts, like to ship to Gisborne, for example, on the other side of the country? Would it be pretty cheap?
Our publishers were Inkwise down at Christchurch, so it was pretty tough to get them up here.
Oh, nice. Well, Treyan, thank you for that. Thank you for your time. The books look amazing. It's intense how big it is, which is super, super cool. We've got a kind of last comment there. The book's illustration looks stunning, and Andrew's going to go and buy some. She said some, which is a plural, not just one,
Wow.
for your grandson's daycare. So thank you for that. Looks great. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the new Plymouth nighttime, and thank you for joining us tonight, Treyan.
Thank you. Bye.
No worries. See you later. Cool, team. We're down to our very final team of the evening, and we're heading back down to Wellington. We're heading to Wellington Girls College, where we have a really cool team called Easy Rap. Now, hey, I'm not going to say that they're not rappers in the hip hop kind of sense, so that'll give you an idea of where the product might be heading. But team, I'm going to hand the time to you, and then can you tell us a little bit about Easy Rap, and then I'll come in at the end and just let you know how it's going to make my life so much easier because I know what your product is. But team, over to you.
Did you know that a staggering 915 billion meters of single-use plastic tape is used globally each year? And that's not all. 2.3 million pounds of wrapping paper also find their way to landfills each year. Hi, we're Easy Wrap and we want to combat this problem.
Our goal is to inspire more people to join us and make an environmental difference by purchasing and using our one-of-a-kind tapeless wrapping paper. So the back of our paper is got a water adhesive glue, which you can easily activate with water or even a little spit, which makes wrapping all of your presents just as easy, if not easier than before.
Our wrapping paper and packaging are both 100% recyclable, and our manufacturing process is fully carbon neutral. We've tried to make our product as inclusive as possible by making unisex designs. We invite you to give our product a try and help us revolutionize the wrapping paper industry.
You can purchase our wrapping paper through our online store at easywrap.co.nz, or you can buy it in store at Rowell and Roy, 58 Ottawa Road, Nio, Wellington. You can buy 3 sheets for $15, 2 sheets for $11, and 1 sheet for only $6.
And make sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok both at Easy Wrap, and in our bio, our website is linked. So go purchase.
Escape the tape.
Nice. I love the escape the tape. Because now, for those of us who may be a little bit older in the audience, will remember the stamps you used to lick then stick on an envelope when sending letters was a thing too. And so that's the first thing I thought of when I heard about Easy Wrap, and just the fact that how intense it can be when you're trying to get tape and putting it somewhere, wrapping a present. And if you're like me, you know, wrapping's not your forte. And so the fact that I can just fold something, probably would literally just lick it and then stick it down, that would work really well for me. We've got a question there from Lambrini, is that can you buy in bulk?
You sure can. Our so the shop that we sell in has bought in bulk, which works really well for us. And yeah, buy as much as you would like. Yeah.
Nice. No, I love it. Like, just buy it. We'll make it happen. We've got good looking wrapping paper, easy to use, good for the environment. Love it. And I'll add an absolute love it. Great idea. Ladies, can you hold up your wrapping paper again so we can see some of those designs? Because they're pretty cool.
We've got 5 different designs. So we'll show you this one here is our most popular design because it's really cute. It's a happy birthday one, which is little pieces.
Happy
Happy
Nice.
birthday. And we had just a basic star one, as well as just a basic dot one.
For all
And then
occasions.
we've got this birthday one, and we've like incorporated some multiculture, and it says "Happy Birthday," so happy birthday in Māori.
And we've done the same for Merry Christmas. And yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Those are cool.
every occasion.
Yeah.
Nice. Those are super, super cool. We've got a question there from Lucy. So what are the dimensions? So what size are those pieces of paper?
The sheets are 32 centimeters by 55 centimeters.
Yeah, so we've decided to go for like a convenient size as a part of the zero waste mission. A lot of the time when you're wrapping presents, a lot of waste just leaves, but by making more standard size, you're able to wrap all the presents you like without all that additional.
And also makes it more convenient if you forget your scissors.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. I'm loving that. Did you guys draw the designs? Well, I've got a question there of like the design process.
Yes.
Yeah. So we created them ourselves.
Yeah.
Love it.
We
I
did them
absolutely
all
love it.
digitally and then sent them to our supplier who printed them.
Nice. Ladies, that's a really cool idea. Like it's for someone like me who likes to make presents look good, but isn't the most talented at wrapping, or, can finally get a good crease, but then my sellotape is all messed up and just undoes all the incredible work I'm working on. We've got some people commenting, love your logo. They're just starting to follow you now on your socials, which is super, super cool. So we've got Alice there.
Thank you.
So I think, ladies, you've done a really incredible thing. I think, folk, you've got Christmas coming up. If you're a person who's inclined to buy presents, get some Christmas wrap paper. If you're inclined to buy big presents, get multiple pieces of wrapping paper for the multiple people in your lives, and all that great stuff. The girls said they can do it in bulk. Pretty much tell them what you want. They'll make it happen. Whether it's online ordering on the details below, easywrap.co.nz, or yes, EasyWrap on their socials. Feel free to, or I encourage you to get in touch with the ladies, get some of that, buy it. And I'm sure what's cool about it is like this kind of, I don't know, like a little undercover thing where, if I see that wrapping paper, I know what it is. So I feel cool now. And then other people are like, that's the cool wrap. And we'll just have this like connection without saying words or sharing words where we know everyone's bought Easy Wrap. So
yes.
Love it, ladies. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate all the work you're doing and the incredible product you have brought to life this year. I'm going to thank you for being our final team on our kind of catch up on our virtual market tonight. And hopefully, just hopefully, it sends a bunch of folk your way to kind of purchase some Easy Wrap wrapping paper. But well done, ladies. Big congrats.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
No worries. Really appreciate you being on here. So, team, that's us for the night. I love this comment when it's come up from Roger saying, after almost 40 years of awareness of yes, I continue to be blown away by the inspired young people. And Roger, I 100% agree with you. I'm always of that mindset that I want to be like these young people when I grow up, even though I am twice their age plus a little bit more. I'm inspired every time I see what our young people are doing. And I think what I really appreciate about that is that as a dad, it inspires me that my young people see these young people as some great examples. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you all for being with us here tonight. Take the opportunity to reflect on this, jump on the social, jump on the links to kind of purchase some young enterprise products. Better yet, save this link down and share it with your friends across your socials, taking the opportunity to, share a little bit more of our young people. And what I'm always mindful of is them putting themselves in this really vulnerable, pretty intense situation, putting themselves out there live and also putting themselves out there to share their goods and to share their passions with you. But from me to you all, I just want to say thank you for joining us. Again, like I mentioned, it'll be great if you could share this amongst your socials, share it amongst your networks so our young people can get more exposure for the incredible things that they're doing. But thank you very much and have a great night, morning, afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. Thank you from us here, the team at Young Enterprise.